Randall, drafted by the Lakers in 2014, 7th overall pick. Edwards lines it up. Bottom, a three. Donte DiVincenzo making his Minnesota Timberwolves debut, coming off a career year with the New York Knicks. Was part of the heart and soul of that team. Edwards, he's got it. A three straight away. We hit the halfway point of the second quarter. Edwards nails it for three.
That's a good option to go to when you're struggling, I'll tell you that.
Series against the defending champions, Jamal Murray had to hit 2 game winners in that series.
Edwards got a three.
See, coaches noted, players dread it. When it happens, you know it's going to be on film the next day.
Edwards, long two-pointer. Anthony Edwards beats the shot clock.
Daniels gives it up to Edwards. Edwards, 27 points on Tuesday. Pull over Herder, got it.
In great position all the time. You have to be aware of him where he is when you're throwing the ball out.
Oh, deep corner triple from Edwards.
It got into his head a little bit. Like, he just was not the same player at all.
And of course, his season ended after tearing his labrum. Edwards, the triple.
Check out the runs on this game. It's just fascinating.
Edwards, Wolves on top.
Unreal. I said he averaged 12 a game.
And he's at 12 right now.
He's got 12.
Edwards, oh, good rhythm on the 3-ball. 2-point game. Wolves getting back into their action. Randall. And now it's Conley over to Edwards. Edwards wants 3 and connects. And traded to Toronto last season. Here's Edwards. Pull up. That time toe beyond the arc. Knock down the triple.
Doing a great job of using the screen of Rudy Gobert to get himself open.
Great play by Randall. And now it's DiVincenzo. Over to Edwards. Long distance connection. Bottoms.
And that's what I'm talking about right there.
Edwards, that pass nearly stolen. They work it around. Edwards, 3-ball, corner pocket. 22, really expecting the Raptors to just go away. Edwards in the corner. Cash! 7,000th career point.
Well, we've seen it all, the things we talked about from Gafford offensively tonight. He's run, he's rolled, he's rebounded.
No hesitation from Edwards, who cans the triple. Edwards and Randall on the same page. Hot hand. Yes, sir! Edwards bangs in a triple.
With Irving and Doncic, he's going to get a lot of good looks. Those guys are great creators.
Edwards. Oh, Anthony Edwards, bullseye. Secures it.
Doncic's shooting struggles from last night.
Oh! Anthony Edwards is putting on an offensive exhibition. Hit for 3. Rebound deflected. Run out for DiVincenzo. Goes behind the back with the razzle-dazzle dribble. Edwards got it! Anthony Edwards is unconscious. Get it in for Naz Reid. 1:18 to play. First quarter. Marshall defending Edwards. Gobert the screen. Edwards. Oh, this is ridiculous! Anthony Edwards. Edwards crosses on Thompson. The pull-up block doesn't go. Rebound. Controlled by Alexander Walker. Edwards lines it up. Got a 3.
He's 2 for 2 tonight to start. Although Nuggets still lead by 1. Edwards, Brown chasing him around. Gobert and Anthony Edwards able to connect.
Defensive end, then the offensive end, given the job he did in that series against Jokic.
Yes, I think they can, as you see Edwards knock down that 3.
Minnesota's hit 6 here in the first quarter. Edwards had that monster start the other night, had 24 points in the first against Dallas. Step back jumper, got it! 3-pointer for Edwards, his 3rd 3-pointer. Great pass. And Brown, 12 points, the 3rd player in double figures as Edwards answers back his 4th 3-point. Edwards left wide open. His 3-pointer gets the forward bounce. Nice spin move, Alexander Walker. Edwards walks into a 3, knocks it down, his 6th 3-pointer of the night. Randall to Edwards. Minnesota down 4, under 2 to play. Edwards a three-pointer. Bang! Anthony Edwards from downtown. It's a 1-point.
Something you don't see against Victor all the time, where you have a smaller offensive player challenging Rudy Gobert in the paint.
And there is Anthony Edwards for 3. He has not been shy in taking 3. Edwards 3. Anthony Edwards has taken now 69 threes so far this season. 15 points, 11 rebounds for Chris Paul. Edwards pulls up and hits it. Barnes right there.
Got it right back. To rebound and bucket is Taj Gibson. Nice start. Here's Edwards beyond the arc. Hits the tray.
I think that dunk has energized this young man. Sometimes plays like that can completely change your night, as Anthony Edwards.
Randall over to Edwards. He wants 3. It's good. 3 of them things already. This will make SportsCenter every night. Edwards. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun.
Edwards got a piece of that. Way up.
He just signed a big extension last year that starts this year. Here's Edwards with space.
Yeah, you got to.
Back to a 6-point Bulls lead. Edwards fires over Brazillis and hits.
Man, his jumper is sweet.
Randall almost lost it. There's Edwards. That's a big-time basket for Anthony Edwards. This is the largest lead of the game for the Timberwolves at 4.
Pulling.
And Edwards hits again.
Pulling. You saw that in his eyes.
The paint has been a problem, Stacey. It's been a problem all season. They've allowed the most paint points per game, and 60-plus in 4 straight now. Anthony Edwards on 3. What feels like a dagger from Edwards in what has been a massive second half.
Team this year, but it's kind of changing now. Rudy's getting out there.
Edwards, an open look coming off the screen, and Anthony Edwards hits the catch and shoot 3.
He's their human highlight reel. He can get up, and has that spectacular dunks.
A sidestep from Anthony Edwards, and he drained a 3-pointer from the wing. And here comes McDaniels the other way. He's it for Randall. Julius Randall, the kick out. Edwards open for 3, and Ant drains it. See if the Timberwolves can put a little run together before halftime. Edwards, back-to-back threes.
DeAndre was dropped that time. Jaden. And then, of course, you're putting Jaden on whoever the most prolific scorer is. Ant knocks down the corner 3.
That is the 5th made 3-pointer tonight for Anthony Edwards. Edwards with the rebound.
Off the dribble in catch-and-shoot situations from really all zones. His corner 3-point shooting, the amount has gone up, and then again. I mean,
how about one dribble to the right side?
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable what Anthony Edwards.
Got a little, got well.
He's a super healer.
He got super healed and came back and hit a 3. Just like that.
He works hard. 4 of 9 for Denny Avdia.
Edwards a foot behind the line. He is feeling something tonight. Anthony Edwards with his here in this 3rd quarter. And Ant's going to try another one. And he's got number 9. 9 made 3s.
Over to Edwards. Edwards watched by Highsmith. Pull up 3. Picking up right where he left off on Friday. Randall. Seeing the double. Skip pass. Edwards needs to get going. Drains the 3.
Nice.
Gobert now with 10 rebounds.
Nice veer that time by Jaden to get back and switch. Ant knocking down the 3 off the Rudy screen. For him, he's got 10 points on 4 or 5 shooting.
Nice pass and catch to Edwards in the corner. Pull up over Highsmith. Nothing but nylon.
Lincoln getting the start tonight. DeAndre Ayton out with a sprained right index finger. Edwards behind the Gobert screen.
You can see it, that easy release.
6 different individuals have hit a 3 tonight for the Blazers. They're 11 of 19. That's close to 58%. Here's Edwards with it. trying to get himself involved in the offense. He'll fire the triple up and in, and Minnesota the other way. Crossing over Randall.
That's good help. It's a bunch of red in the paint right there. So he just goes outside.
Grant with his 8th assist of the night. Lamar with a career high in threes made. Edwards, left side, sets his feet. And he ripples the court with a triple.
Ant didn't get back in front. Julius didn't contest. Just a spot shot for Keegan Murray right there.
They love the 2-point jump shots. Here's Edwards. The drought is over. That was a great dime from Herter. Edwards, tough step back. Oh, he drained it. In a tournament. Grasping at straws, if you will. They rotated. Edwards back on the floor. Back on the skip.
What Ant just did was sick, quite frankly.
Yeah.
I mean, his explosive ability to punish the rim, but also knock down
Look at that. Yeah,
triple.
that's just...
He is just unstoppable.
Edwards sitting on 20, looking for more, and has it. We were just talking about the threes. Edwards, step back. Man, that is deadly right there. Anthony Edwards now with 32.
Randall, does he want payback?
Go to work.
Spins, kick out, Ant for 3, cash!
I love it when Julius goes to work in that ISO at the elbow and demands the basketball back.
Fires over Booker, money! Randall lines it up, no good. McDaniels has it, Edwards for 3, boom!
Minnesota won that first matchup 112-101. Anthony Edwards, just like that. Try to put their imprint on. Raptors have been really good, Jack. Edwards is going to rise up, and the 3 is good. It rolls around.
Great spacing that time, and 5 assists now from Scotty B.
And Edwards starting to heat up, and you don't want to see that. Which leads the team in fast break points, right? Get him out and go. He can get to the iron, to your point, Jack. Here's Edwards. He's going to take that 3 and to make it. Sweet line, Jack. 7 of 8. 3.
So my point.
Yeah, he can do it, like you said.
So Jaylen Brown is 5 for 6. Rest of the team is 0 for 5. Edwards slams the brakes and hits the tray.
Man, that would have been tough for us to stop if Al Horford was cooking like that.
Edwards, right. 2 good looks. Edwards, that's the 3. Edwards, a high volume 3-point shooter, trying to string a couple together. It's 2 in a row.
Jaylen Brown easy, and everyone's gunning for the Celtics, so it's going to be a good week of basketball.
Anthony Edwards makes it a 4-point game.
Answers.
6-0. Edwards open for 3. Gets the scoring started for the Wolves. 18. Edwards wants 3. Boom!
Oh man, Thompson.
Operating on Gobert. Lay-in won't go. Tap out to McDaniels. Quickly ahead to DiVincenzo. Edwards. 3-ball. Money!
More aggressive attitude, especially gap help and low man help as well.
Edwards for 3.
The 3-point differential.
They only had 8 rebounds. Edwards, 3 more. Yes, sir.
The situations that Rudy's in, trying to clean up the mess for someone else and then get back to his own.
Edwards sets the feet. Move. Alexander Walker outside. Edwards, good!
A couple times now, Nikhil.
He's admitted to the lack of connection.
Yeah.
And I think some of it has to do with the timing of the trade as Anthony Edwards gets their second 3 to go. Julius Looney.
Dunn anticipated that perfectly with Randall. Edwards in the corner. Not a foul. Where the arm grabbed arm, foul.
Edwards! Well, he's talked about the Clippers defense, how good it's been this year. 5 of the last 7 opponents they held under 100. Edwards splash on a 3.
Got a lot of respect for LeBron, though, that at 40 years of age, he still plays in all these games. He could have taken a night off tonight real easy.
Edwards bombs away.
His efficiency has gone up over the last few ball games. It's been a welcome sight. He's going to need it here tonight. Edwards for 3. It's good. Gobert pinned beneath the net.
Sends it out top side to Edwards for 3.
Anthony Towns has taken some time for both the Knicks and the Wolves to get used to. I'm not sure the Wolves are totally there yet, but they look very good here tonight. In particular, Anthony Edwards knocks down another 3.
Changing directions, leaving the defender behind you.
12 for Coffey, Edwards for 3. It's good again.
You know, and just working hard, earning everything, knowing that nothing's given, and just that mindset. That's what Coach Nat is all about.
Nothing dropping. They're now 5 of 18 from 3. Edwards, you bet. Anthony Edwards celebrates his second triple.
Surprised Gobert didn't roll so that Naz Reid could be the pop guy.
Edwards connects on a 3. 6-point Minnesota lead. Edwards. Pull up 3 is good. Push the foul.
And he wants to get it back to Edwards. Got Buddy Hield on him instead of GP2. Edwards takes 10 threes a game. I think the fans did not like the delayed Gobert reaction.
Yeah, but that's what happens if you get hit in the eye. You're going to react that way.
Anthony Edwards puts it right in your eye with a 3. Steve Kerr desperately looking for some kind of offense. Warriors lost 6 out of 7 and haven't been able to hit 100. And Anthony Edwards is hitting from every.
All this was Steph out of the game right now.
Anthony Edwards, superstar, bottoms of back iron. Anthony Edwards gives Minnesota the lead.
He can smell it. He can smell the blood in the water. And he is the shark, Anthony Edwards.
Shadowed by Vincent. Edwards for 3. Bottoms.
Snaps that thing above the rim. There's no reason why he can't do that.
Oh, beautiful crossover. 3-ball. Money. Anthony Edwards.
Randall. Thought about the step back, kicks it out. Edwards 3 and got it. DiVincenzo had those orange shoes.
Oh, you remember?
I do. Because they were Knicks colors, his forward team. Edwards 3. Edwards pull up. Big shot by Edwards.
As the Knicks come up empty, rare miss into the corner. This is Edwards and he bangs it in. Badly needed bucket. Haven't needed much in the way of scoring from Jalen Brunson tonight. 11 points with Towns leading the charge. 22 for Towns, and Minnesota trying to chip away. This was Cat maybe younger. Maybe there'd be a little concern, but he's just such a measured player. His temperament. As Edwards launches a 3 in front of the Knicks bench.
McDaniels finds Edwards. Cash. Aware of the clock. Edwards.
That shows you how much time 0.8 is.
Edwards the answer. After Gobert missed both free throws on the opposite end, Warriors extend the lead. Edwards for 3. Good!
Got over the top.
And Edwards didn't pick up the foul. He was playing with 4 fouls. Got a good screen. Fires again! Edwards on a heater.
McDaniels misses the 3. Randall keeps it alive. Finds Anthony Edwards at the 3-point line, and he nails it. Anthony, outstanding.
To be able to call out your dunks, right?
Well, yeah, when you call a shot like that.
Edwards didn't call the 3, but they'll count it anyway, and we're tied at 5.
Nico Harrison has made some really intelligent roster moves. Last year, bringing in P.J. Washington and Daniel Gafford. And then Najee Marshall was a home run.
Rudy turns it over almost. Edwards with 3. He's got to fire soon. Has to hoist one. A 9-1-1. Santa Claus is in the building, folks.
They have to pick up the pace. They were really easy to guard in that first half, which is unusual.
A deep 3 is butter. Anthony Edwards.
Rockets rocking the City Edition. Uniforms here tonight as Edwards buries the 3. They're
inbound. I mean, they don't want you to have anything. Jason Tate making that play.
Edwards will pull back on Tate. He drilled it.
Looks like Jalen gets it. Even if he misses, a layup or a shot, he gets it up really high so the bigs can rebound.
Randall thought about it. Now to Alexander Walker. Tate switches on him. To Edwards. Tate switches on him. Shoots the off-balance 3. Oh, he made it! You just talked about it. Off-balance heave for 3.
This is what the Spurs do. They lead the NBA in assist percentage.
Oh, beautifully done. Ed with the rainmaker.
Edwards, double teamed. Tough spot, the 3-point shot, and that is the brilliance of Anthony Edwards. You saw Randall, double, kicking, extra pass, Edwards, wide open for the 3. And Minnesota gets that 3 right back.
And found his big man open in the paint.
Edwards from the outside yet again. He's got the left. He had 12 assists in the last 2 games coming into tonight. DiVincenzo outside Edwards. You don't want him to get going, and that 3 goes down.
That's good ball movement by the Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves come in with a home record of 9-6, and last year 30-11. Edwards with a 3, and it's perfect. The guy who's made a huge contribution for Boston, we saw it there defensively, is Neemias Queta, and Joe Mazzulla sticking with him down the stretch here in the 4th. Nice looking shot.
Edwards lines up a 3. Money. First field goal for Anthony. How about 100% of his field goal attempts this season have come in the paint? Edwards, 3 more. Bottoms so far this season. Edwards, step back 3. Bullseye.
Right, Malik Beasley's grip in the league right now, and Cade is he's one of those just real dominant dudes too. 6'6", and he's got all that physical size.
Edwards found an opening.
Because they switched out the coach. Coach Beard was let go, and so he decided not to do that.
Edwards on fire in this first half.
This is a good game, folks. I mean, it doesn't feel like your ordinary early January regular season game.
How about that triple from the sideline, nearly out of bounds.
Edwards, 3 more. Yes, sir. Pocket pass to Randall. Randall outside. Edwards for 3. Boom! Now the crowd.
Against Minnesota, they get the switch, get the smaller player.
Edwards has 40.
Yes.
Trying to add to it here and does. Another 3 for Anthony Edwards.
6-12.
Edwards, 51. Ties a career high. Edwards over to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Lone Wolf. Cash. Sends on the board. And Minnesota, after trailing by 19, has a chance to take the lead. And they do. First lead since it was 7-4. Tight play to make, and then Edwards gets an interception on the other end. Edwards, 3-ball, Cash! Sets up Edwards, 30-point night. Watched by Jones. Edwards, sidestep, fires, and he drilled it! Kill shot, ladies and gentlemen. Edwards on an island with Porter. 40 seconds to go in regulation. Edwards, 3 more. Cash!
Oh my God!
What an unbelievable moment, man.
First year of a healthy 5-year deal, close to $200 million. Now, Anthony Edwards, back-to-back. Smaller man on him, but he couldn't do a thing about it. 4 on the clock, so you know Edwards is going up. And
Nothing you can do about that.
That's hot for Eve. Second turnover for the Pels early, already down by 9. It'll be Edwards. Feeling pretty good. And a timeout for Willie Green.
Nice by Jaden that time to stay in front, react to that step back. Got a hand up.
Edwards has just set a franchise record.
But Randall picks it up. Got to stop the basketball. Behind his back, a nifty play. I thought DeJounte had it, so did he. And how about a triple? Early entry for Brandon Boston because Herb sits down with 4. Edwards, he wanted a rhythm dribble. It paid off. He's up to 25 points already.
To back for Minnesota. Edwards for 3. Yes, sir.
The NBA. He missed both free throws, but it's tapped out to Edwards. Another chance for Minnesota. Edwards for 3. Got it. Anthony Edwards, 43%. That's Gobert protecting the rim. Here comes Edwards. He'll pull up and fire another 3. Got it again. His first bucket of the game. And it's another 3 for Anthony Edwards. 3 for 3. 4:24 to play. The Magic have taken the advice of Jamal Mosley. They have really picked it up defensively. Gobert out to Edwards. A 3-point shot. It's good.
Effort by Washington, no doubt about it. Lost by 41. And Brian Keefe, let's just say, was very judicious with his post-game comments.
Versus Alex Sarr.
Alex Sarr last 19 games is averaging 13 points. For Sarr. 4 on the shot clock. Edwards, step back. Cash.
That's just dirty money right there.
26 points.
Money.
Really got his offense going in that third quarter for Washington when they needed it. Edwards, crossover, finish. Feels like Minnesota's just turned it up another level. Here he is on a step back. Cash him out. Nothing but net for Anthony Edwards.
21 at halftime in their playoff game to the Rams on Monday. And the Wolves down 22 after the first quarter here to Golden State. But Edwards throws a 3 to start the second quarter as NBA leading 164th on the year.
Activity has been a killer for Minnesota. Turnover. Edwards for 3. Boom!
This half, but the leading scorer for the Wolves with 22. He'll fire a 3 here and drill it. Edwards fires a 3 and hits it with 9/10 of a second left. Golden State just has to get the ball.
Edwards trying to get on the books, previously turned it over.
Tries another 3 and finally gets it to go. He was 0 for 6 to start. Such a crafty player on both ends.
Edwards got it. Second 3-point field goal of the ball game.
Very few free throw attempts.
Edwards, he tries a 3. That's good. Edwards now. It comes out to Reed.
New shot clock. Ball hit the rim.
Edwards pulls back, fires away from 3, gets another.
That's his signature move right there, a little crossover.
McDaniels goes inside. Boy, there's so much contact going on out there right now. Edwards sidestep for 3. That's good. He now has 20.
His fullest potential as becoming the first African-American basketball player for the Knicks and breaking barriers to make that happen. It's a real great honor to be recognized with the Sweetwater Clifton City.
Edwards, step back, 3-pointer's good. And this is now the largest lead of the game. He's
good D, but these guys might be the best we've seen this season.
Edwards capping off a brilliant performance.
Mike getting off to a fast start last night in New York was huge for Minnesota.
Edwards for 3, got it. Wolves did a great job rebounding last night. Randall got it back to Edwards. Splash! Shooting 43% from three-point range this season. That is a career high. Edwards crossover. 3 more! 6 turnover for the Cavaliers. Edwards, 3-ball, bullseye.
Guy gets the rebound. Rob Dillingham. Edwards, that's good. Edwards looking for his seam. Edey comes out, they leave Edwards, finds the laces, and he buries it. 61% field goal shooting in his last 5 games. And had 22 in San Antonio the other night. Edwards.
18th season, 37 years old. Edwards, line drive, nails the 3. His first three-pointer.
Big difference this year for Quentin Grimes. Not just a 3-and-D guy, but putting it on the deck and attacking more mid-range.
Conley, beautiful setup. Edwards.
Can't overstate the impact Rudy Gobert has had on this game, really from the opening tip. And there you go, you give them 3 opportunities.
Offensively away from this T-Wolves team. In rhythm, Edwards. Hotter than fish grease, Anthony Edwards. In that context, a big game coming up for Dallas next. Edwards with a logo 3, and it's butter.
Hotbed, and they take a lot of pride.
Certainly is.
Of course, won the silver medal in the Olympics as Edwards knocks down his first 3 of the ball. Minnesota has not been disciplined in this final 4 minutes of this third quarter. Edwards, 3-ball, buried it.
Edwards gets to his right hand. He'll pull that step back 3. Shot blocked away by the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Gobert. The trailing Edwards. Beal.
Because he has the angles down back.
Edwards gets a screen, lines up the 3, and hits it.
Avoid Anthony Edwards. He went right into his body. Just kind of stunned him a little bit. Wasn't able to get to the shot, but Anthony Edwards answers with frustrated. Yeah.
Edwards 0 for 2. Had a couple of free throws, and that's it in the first half. Over the top, Edwards plants his feet, 3's away, and good.
That's a tough shot.
For the young guys on this team to follow, and also not to take any of this for granted, guys.
The bowler, as the young people say, he's built different.
Yes, he is. So is Edwards.
Yeah, he has struggled, but that's another $50 donation from your Utah Forward stores to the Utah Food Bank, making a local difference that's built Ford proud.
Edwards. Oh, got to bounce and back pedals after the 3. 3 more after tonight here at Delta Center. Edwards splash it right in front of the Minnesota bench.
Like Anthony Edwards. Again.
Edwards. 0 for 2 from the floor, and he just changed that.
Malik Monk got away with extending his arm and charging it to Mike Conley, too, at the beginning of that possession.
Edwards for 3. Yes. 5-point advantage for the Kings. Edwards, good at the horn. Too little, too late. Spoken like a true big guy.
Yeah, well, Nas gets out there and runs a lot.
Edwards flicks the wrist. And watch the dunk contest. So now guys are more participating in the 3-point contest nowadays. Edwards for 3. He should participate in the 3-point contest. Clock nearly identical.
Let Ant play off the ball, too. I mean, he's going to come get it, but...
There he is. 3-ball. Edwards. Good! Edwards. Sidestep into a 3. And now it's Edwards. Shot clock under 10. Edwards fires over 2 defenders. Took them both down.
No, it's something you've got to coach and you got to preach.
Edwards 3 more. His 6th triple of the night.
At least 3 of the 4. I mean, he didn't play in the last game. His Ant knocks down a 3, picks up where he left off last game. Şengün did play against Brooklyn.
Not gotten off against the Wolves thus far. Edwards, heat check. Oh, he's money. 15th tie of the ball game. Nearly 5 minutes gone by. Edwards for 3. Yes, sir! Edwards. Long range 3. Cash! The 1,000th three-pointer of his career. 108. Edwards on an island. Step back three. Yes! Right in his grill.
Stopped on that left leg or right leg and just kind of hung there for a second. Great body control, contortionist Evan Mobley is.
And Garland. Here is Hunter with a hesitation move. That's blocked by Gobert. Ball comes into the hands of Anthony Edwards. Edwards for three.
Ty Jerome kicks it over, nice to Donovan Mitchell. Ball doesn't touch the floor. Excellent basketball.
Edwards picked up by Porter. That's a contested three. Tough shot by Edwards. A 52-33 lead.
Boy, he makes big shot after big shot, Darius Garland does. From that three-point range, he is absolutely on another level. DeAndre Hunter shows that shooting touch.
Hunter shooting a career-high 39% from behind the line. Edwards with a crossover move and a good one. Donovan and Rudy Gobert qualified for the playoffs in Utah in all 5 of his seasons. They advanced to the second round twice, but never the conference finals as Edwards fires and Edwards creeps toward the baseline, dumps to Gobert, touch pass over to a teammate, Alexander Walker, who couldn't shoot it. Back to Edwards for three. Edwards draws a crowd. No surprise there. They'll fire over Donovan Mitchell. Hit a tough three.
At his zone, out to Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker got it back from Edwards. Stops on a dime. And corner three. Boom.
Oh, how about that?
So turned it over 6 times, leading to 8 points for the Bucks. Edwards, 3 more. Kuzma goes down again. Turned it over. Ingles. Back to Edwards for 3. Cash.
A little more arc on that one.
Edwards will take the 3 and hits.
Alexander Walker puts it off the window. Shannon naps it on the inside. Edwards, flyby. Edwards, book it, a 3. 4th foul earlier, so some changes here. Dillingham in, and so is the veteran Joe Ingles for the Timberwolves. Edwards lets it fly. He's got it. A 3. OKC is 2 of 10 in the 4th quarter. Edwards, his jumper. He's got it. A tray ball for Anthony Edwards.
Getter, and he could do it on any platform.
So can this guy. Right on the money. Edwards, that shot. Garza with a quick outlet. Edwards in the open floor. Takes the 3 and connects. Edwards with Neal. And Minnesota, another opportunity maybe to tie it with a 3. Anthony Edwards on the step back. Cans it.
We did last week, Golden State, Dallas at one point. Draymond Green was the biggest guy on the court at like 6'6".
Anthony Edwards drills a 3.
The adrenaline is flowing.
Fires up a 3, knocks it in. Anthony Edwards from downtown.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good contest of the shot, not good enough. Edwards nails here from OKC. Clark to Edwards, shot clock at 4. Sidestep, tied up in the corner, hits the 3 with a 7-footer right up. Clark shake it up. A 3-pointer is good from Edwards. They need to commit a foul.
That's good action, good activity. The tap out.
Edwards so good on the step back. Then you see the high release, that high arc.
He's picked up by Doncic, and he just leaves him right there as he tries to get in towards the basket. Edwards, this might go down. He's due. Anthony Edwards for 3.
They timed that perfectly.
Edwards in and out dribble. The flyby by Finney Smith. The 3 by Anthony Edwards.
Man, let me tell you what. To not say LeBron and the Lakers, that's saying something.
Hey, they wrote it for me, folks.
Anthony Edwards writing his own story with the Edwards. Now KD picks him up on the screen. Edwards with a step back contested 3. Knocked one down on his man again. That is a tall front line to have to go up against when you're driving into the painted area. Edwards behind the 3-point line knocks down another one. But you love the confidence that Bobo's playing with. Again, you know, earlier in his career, he would have never taken that shot. As Ant plays with tremendous confidence. With Diana Taurasi is seeing her stand at the top of the key with the ball palmed. She has mitts. Ball palmed in her hand as Ant-Man knocks down a huge 19 turnovers in the ball game for the Suns. And activating raising up, butter. Anthony Edwards in.
But he has 18 points. Edwards for three. Good.
Been needed to, though. We've seen Jaden Nas have some big games as well. When you have so many guys down, someone's got to score.
Edwards, target practice.
Quick trigger. I love the fact that Edmonds shooting the ball, making a lot, continues to put it up there.
Anthony Edwards leads the NBA in three-pointer. Edwards. Okay. Goodness. Yeah, I've seen enough. Wow. 10-point first quarter for Anthony.
And sometimes we'd have first play to second play. If the first play worked, we'd run it again. And then you get a couple of times up and down the floor, and you go second play, and nobody remembers what's going on. So you go back to what you know.
This after a great shooting game last night at home against Philadelphia. Edwards. Oh, my goodness. People used to complain that he was shooting too much.
Yeah.
No, with numbers. Now even strength. Edwards. He is shooting on the year 40% in high volume. Left it short. Oh, it's a quick one. Oh, my goodness. Thought the Hornets were going to catch a break, but when Anthony Edwards shoots it, it's always a...
What a nice start for Kevin Love, really playing off Bam, being more the outside guy and making the Wolves pay with that triple.
Edwards triples Hoover's last 20 from downtown before that splash. That gives Miami a 5-point lead, which is their biggest lead of the game. Edwards triples. He's going to stay quiet for just so long. You would figure Anthony Edwards would want to take ownership of the game right at this time.
At 60 against us, he was still suffering that injury. He might have surgery and be done for the rest of the year.
And pops on a straightaway three, 41% for beyond the arc.
6'6".
I don't know if he's that tall. I was going to say 6'4".
Okay.
But he's up there.
Okay.
And deep three, showing some range.
In the playoffs as a good defender. Reed, way off the mark from three, but there's Conley, and now Edwards, good look, finally cans a triple after starting 0 for 4 from behind the arc. 10 straight Denver points. Minnesota has missed its last 5 shots. Not shy Edwards, and he drains his second three.
His great footwork and great presence on that court.
Edwards lets it fly and drills a three. Anthony Edwards, 17 points, his third three-pointer. Anthony Edwards, the 4th leading scorer in the NBA at 27 points per game, a career high. He's second in the NBA in made threes. He'll look for another one, and they get another second chance opportunity. Murray just kind of stood there. That was interesting. Didn't really track down the loose ball. And Edwards pays it off with a three in the corner.
Edwards wants three and drills it. First three-pointer of the night. Gives it up to Edwards. Fires another three. It's good. Edwards. Momentarily left alone. He will fire the three, and it's good. Anthony Edwards. Third.
In the backcourt, going to need a little help. Finds an outlet in Edwards. Anthony Edwards behind the three-point line, and Edwards gets rolling early. That the Jazz came out, and that was the game. DiVincenzo almost lost it. Edwards will try from three and hit again. Walker Kessler leads the NBA in offensive rebounding percentage, and he got one there. Sling pass to Edwards. He'll take the three from the wing, and Anthony Edwards has hit three. Tied up by the Timberwolves. Nickeil Alexander-Walker got a hand on it. Edwards will stop at the top of the key, and that one goes. Edwards looking for a quality shot. Wolves trying to go 2 for 1 here. Edwards, the three ball. He's got 2 in a row, and he's up to 40.
Edwards. Crossover, fires a three, bottoms. Here we go. Rebound, Conley.
Another great job by Jaden to get in there and knock that ball off the glass to keep it.
Edwards lining up the three, got it! Back-to-back threes for Minnesota. Dumps it off to Conley. Around the screen, Randall makes the catch. Over to Edwards, beyond the arc, drills the triple. That is his second of the ballgame.
I mean, he's a beast. If he's fully healthy with their full team, fully constituted, they're a tough out.
Edwards swish. Just 18 wins on the season, and they only have 6 wins on the road against teams above 500. Edwards, we're tied.
How about that play call?
Appearance of the season, and already 9 games off the bench with multiple steals. Edwards from St. Louis Park. 68-53. Randall spinning outside. Edwards for 3. Yes, sir! Edwards tried to go bank. No. Randall, extra effort. Edwards alone for 3. Cash!
Edwards, step back, and hits.
I like it. I like what coach is doing.
No, Reed the rebound. Doesn't have numbers, but going to go at Allen. Toss out to Edwards, alone for 3.
He's got 20 to lead Phoenix. If I'd have told you earlier in the season Colin Gillespie would lead them in scoring against Minnesota, would you believe me?
Yeah. And Booker just had not been able to find the range. DiVincenzo over to Edwards for 3. Cash! In regulation, Wolves getting a nice ovation from this home crowd. Edwards for 3. Boom! 4 and 20 minutes to play a 12-minute quarter is wild.
That's ridiculous. I mean, NBA games take 2 hours and change.
Edwards behind the back. Cans the trifecta. Rebound McDaniel.
Great contest by Rudy on the perimeter.
Edwards for 3. Cash! Edwards around the Gobert screen. Edwards for 3. Yes, Sirski!
Minnesota's really done a great job on the glass tonight, too.
Edwards for 3. Boom!
Three-point shooting evolved. Jokic said, how can I get better? And can I shoot threes? And Malone said yes. Edwards triple as he puts it in.
You're the Timberwolves. You've got to figure out a way for Anthony Edwards to get going. Your best player's got to have much more of an impact here if you want a chance.
Edwards a 3. Got it. Jokic patrolling the perimeter now. Gordon. This could tie it from Edwards. Got it! Got it! 108 apiece. Big time triple. Gordon with the 3 from the side. Rebound fought for. Crap by Randall. In the middle for Edwards. Another 3. Oh! He is a machine. Alexander Walker. McDaniels gets it back to Alexander Walker. Corner 3. Good! Edwards puts it down. Timberwolves.
12 to shoot for Reed. Short roll, it's Gobert. Etienne is in for the second time in his NBA career, and Edwards laces the triple. Minnesota starting to cook, now up by. It's Randall, loaded up. And a rebound, long rebound. Edwards, right place, right time, finds Nylon. And Edwards went down. Oh, inadvertent with the Nets bench. 10 Minnesota turnovers in this game, and Brooklyn once again taking care of the basketball as they did in Dallas as Edwards laces another triple.
Another shot block, which has been a huge part of what Minnesota's been able to dominate at.
Edwards, he'll set her. Edwards, Whitehead and Timmy. Alexander Walker leave it, get it right back. Quick ball reversal, and Edwards cans the triple.
Important for him to step up at a higher level at this time of the season.
McDaniels, nice block, got it back. Edwards, 3-ball, corner pocket.
Over the outstretched arm of Nickeil Alexander-Walker that time.
Edwards, quick trigger on a 3 is good. All tied up at 87. Wolves looking for their 5th straight victory. Edwards for 3. That's number 300 on the season. Alexander Walker the rebound. Edwards. Pull up over Walker. Yes, sir!
The Ant Boomlet right here.
Won't take the 3. Instead will drive out to Conley. Conley penetrating, cut off. Shot clock to 4. Edwards fires a 3. Boom! Send it to overtime and steal one. Inbound. Edwards has it. Shot clock winding down. Gonna have to fire. Edwards got it off in time. Cash money.
Looked right over there like someone said, "You're not going to make this three," and he did. Turned around and was talking a little trash.
Meanwhile, Edwards, you knew it was a matter of time. He was 0 for 5 from
36 seconds left in this third, and instead going the other way.
The Timberwolves have hit 6 3-pointers in the third quarter.
Having a quick chat on his way down the floor with Jonathan Sterling, saying he's been fouled twice already with no calls. Edwards open for three. Randall set him up.
Again, until they prove that they can overcome that.
3 games left in the schedule. Edwards hits another three. It in. As Anthony Edwards returns to the floor for Minnesota. And gets up a shot immediately and drills a three. He puts up an air ball. He got it deep, couldn't score it. Anthony Edwards has knocked down 3 threes. Gets a screen from Gobert, make it 4 for 4 for the Ant-Man. We'll be with you for the playoffs. We've got the full run starting in the play-in next Tuesday. And then on Friday, second chance here as Edwards hits a three. Edwards couldn't get through the official screen.
I had it as a moving screen myself.
Here's Edwards. He shakes Aldama, buries another three. Jackson frustrated, flailing his arms.
I thought he got fouled.
Edwards for three. Okay.
Leading by 1. Edwards fires and hits. However, they have been outplayed thus far by the Utah Jazz. Edwards for 3. He got it.
Julius Randle was talking about the luxury of having that week off.
Edwards gives it up to Randle. Back to Edwards for 3. Yes. 3 away from Beasley. Edwards fires a 3. Boom!
Coming out of the timeout.
Edwards for 3. Yes, sir! He's 1 away. Edwards. Step back 3. Cash! And with that 3, he has tied Malik Beasley for the league lead in 3-pointers made this season. He's ending the year on a high note. 11-point ball game. Edwards for 3. There it is! Cash money. Anthony Edwards stands alone as the 3-point king this